Eagle fans.
I don't understand you people when y'all say a week at a time. What is the point? When you make an NCAA tournament bracket, you pick who's going to be the winner, right?
Different. I got no real ties in that. Unless St. John's actually ever makes a tournament, which that's never going to happen.
Man.
Yeah, I can't predict the
bro,
Eagle. But I can't predict. When you live in another city and you're an Eagle fan, that is a real Eagle fan. Like, we're not crazy and deranged. Like, we live a real life. Like, we understand it's 1 week at a time.
So what you're telling me is you don't think your Eagles are going to win?
I don't know if they're going to win. Do I think? I didn't think they were going to win the year that they won. Like, right. Did you think that the Bengals were going to make it to the Super Bowl?
100%, bro.
But you say that every year.
Bro. I'll tell you that.
The Bengals are going to make the Super Bowl every year.
Chris.
No matter what.
Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon,
you gotta listen. Joe Johnson, Joe Jackson, Josh Johnson. Listen. You would say that no matter what. When we have a good team.
Bro. I'm going to just say this. Last year in the playoffs, when we played the Oakland, right? And after we beat Oakland, I don't know. I think I talked to you, but you didn't let it really go in your head. But I had the formula. I said, yo, we're going to play the Titans. We're going to beat the Titans because we always beat the Titans. Kansas City and Buffalo was going to beat up on each other. Whoever won was going to be so tired from that emotional game that we're going to beat them the next week to go to the Super Bowl. I said that. Brennan, you know I said that.
He probably did say that. He probably did say that. I believe that.
You know what I mean? I was like, yo, if Kansas City, if we had, all I said is, if we avoided Kansas City or Buffalo to the AFC Championship, then we were going to go to the Super Bowl.
Eagle fan, man.
All right,
we just do things different.
We won't do the predictions. All right. I don't know what's up with the Eagle fans, man. Or these
can't do prediction. I can't predict another team. That's crazy. And then like it's a curse and a jinx if I predict my own team win it. That's just crazy. You know?
Understood. All right, so then let's break it down.
You got to talk about the football guys. Because the football guys are watching right now.
This next coming Sunday. So we're gonna leave the best game of the weekend on for the last Bengals Bills. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, I think we understand.
It's a very emotional
magnitude of that game. But let's start out with the first game, Kansas City, Jacksonville.
I like Kansas City.
Spread 8.5, by the way.
Yeah, woo. Yeah, I like Kansas City too, man.
Don't forget, Trevor Lawrence is 8. He never lost on Saturday.
Oh, they playing on Saturday?
They playing on Saturday. He's never lost a game on Saturday.
He's about to be 1-0 on Saturday this weekend.
Yeah.
He about to be on 1.
I mean 0-1.
He got to lose his first
game.
Get
that first Saturday L coming up this Saturday. Now I just think listen, that was a great game last week, and you can certainly build off that momentum. But Kansas City, pound for pound, is just a better team.
It's just Kansas City.
Yeah, it's just Kansas City, just a better team. Mahomes is playing on a whole nother level. And this guy might go on like a crazy lights out run in the playoffs. I mean, Mahomes is a very good quarterback, man. Right. Andy Reid's a hell of a coach. So I just can't see Trevor Lawrence and them repeating it again. I think it'll be close though.
Do you think it'll be spread is 8.5?
I don't know. That's a tough one, man, because playoffs are just close, and Jacksonville got a couple of guys on defense that can play. I do think they'll cover though. Yeah, I think they will. I do think they'll cover actually.
What you got, big dogs?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. Trevor Lawrence has never lost on a Saturday. I don't think Mahomes so far has never lost in the divisional round. So I gotta go with Pat, man. Gotta go with Pat. I think he's on a mission, man. I feel like we've been talking about Josh Allen, we've been talking about Herbert, we've been talking about Burrow. And it feels like prior to that loss against the Bucs in the Super Bowl, everybody was ready to anoint Mahomes as the quarterback, even with only potentially 2 Super Bowls. And I feel like he wants to dead all this talk and really rise above his current quote unquote draft class. So I think I'm taking Mahomes.
All right, man. If y'all ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna be the wild card.
Oh my goodness.
Go Dumo! Trevor Lawrence. Nah, I'm bugging. Nah, it's gonna be Kansas City. I can't lie. I mean, listen, Trevor Lawrence. I think the AFC for some years is gonna be some heavyweight battles. if you ain't great, if you don't got a good quarterback, you might as well get out of here. But I do think they keep it close. I actually think it's going to be Jacksonville leading, and Kansas City comes and wins the game late.
I can see that.
I think it's going to be one of those. I think Jacksonville is playing with house money now too.
Everybody, I mean, yeah, and Doug Peterson's really championship coach, man.
Yeah, so yeah, like, Dougie P.
You know,
the battle of the famous Eagle coaches.
Listen, Andy Reid's a lot happier with Patrick Mahomes than he was with Donovan F. McNabb. That bum.
Oh yeah, well, 100%. So, all right.
Good for Andy. I'm happy for Andy.
But we're on the consensus of spread Jacksonville 8.5. We taking Jacksonville.
I like Jacksonville. I mean, I like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next game. You got the Giants and them Eagles.
What's the spread on that right now? I mean, I'm Eagles. Eagles need to do what they need to do.
I got you. Spread on that one.
I want to say it's like 6 Eagles.
I don't even think. I think it might be like 5.5. You might be right. 6. Let's see.
Last time I looked.
Man, spread on that game is 7.5. Wow.
That's a big spread. I don't like that type of spread. I mean, listen, Eagles should do what they need to do. It is very tough to see a team 3 times, as we've all stated and we all understand, especially a division opponent 3 times. It's just brutal. But we're going to see what Jalen Hurts is made of and Nick Sirianni. We've dominated people in the third quarter. That's what it's going to come down to. If we can get up big like we do out in the second half and just keep – we got to turn Danny Dimes back into Danny Dimes. Like, our defense is way better than Minnesota's defense.
100.
Yeah. Like, we're going to get some pressure on the ball. So we should be good. So I don't like them to cover, though. I think it's going to be close. Like, 7.5 is a lot, man. For like a third time in the division, that's so much. That's so much. I would like to see, I would like to see if that comes down by the end of the week, though.
Probably 100%.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to be on the Giants side. Let me go ahead of you, Brendan. You know what? As much as I want to see them Eagles, as much as I want to talk so much shit to some Eagle fans, I don't see y'all losing this one. I got to really think about it. I think, and it's the one thing that scares me for just even for the Bengals, if we make it to the Super Bowl, playing NFC teams, especially the Niners and Eagles, that D-line. Insane.
Our D-line is insane.
And they're gonna run.
Now they're hungry.
I mean, Danny's gonna get his. He's still gonna get hit. He's still gonna do his thing.
He's gonna be all right, man. Listen,
I think that Cinderella's the slipper comes off.
Yeah. Also, man, listen, Bradbury. I would love to thank the Giants again for that great gift that you guys gave us. What a gift! What a gift! Hopefully he's gonna say thank you with a few picks on dimes.
Well, we also got to see what how Jalen's looking too.
Hey man, listen, like I said before, as a diehard Eagle fan, you got to show me something in the playoffs, buddy.
What you got, B-Dogs?
Listen, man. I just think, me personally, all year, I felt like I think the Niners are probably the most well-coached team in the NFL. But I thought all year, I felt like Eagles just had too much talent. And it showed week after week after week. I mean, hey, I think Mahomes is going to win MVP. But when he was on, Jalen Hurts was the MVP. I mean, like, them boys were just flying. Fly, Eagles, fly. So, and I know, like I said, it is hard to beat the team 3 times in a row and face them 3 times in a row. But I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like this is like, I feel like seeing the way that the Vikings played, I feel like will give the Eagles the ammo to be like, we're not gonna make these mistakes. We're not gonna play with our food. And I think it's gonna be. I think he's gonna take it. I don't think it's gonna. Now I think it's gonna be just kind of similar. I think it might be a very close game. I think, but
yeah,
we blew them out twice, right? Blew them out twice.
No, we blew them out once, and then we stomped them the first time, and then the second time it was close.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like that was the game that Jalen came back. And
yeah. My bad. Yeah,
weren't really running. We couldn't score. Right.
Yeah. Right.
And they weren't even playing their whole team. So.
All right. Well, due to the game right now, even though I see the Cowboys is up 6-0, we can't pick that game. So let's go ahead and let's pick this last game. Yeah, go ahead, man. You already know I'm gonna go last on this one. But Bills Bengals, or in Chris's word, the Bengals. Are we still the Bengals, bro? Are we still?
No. You guys are not the Bengals this year. You guys are definitely not the Bengals.
I told you, we lost the Bengals. We lost that when Andy Dalton left. When them Bengals, those are the Bengals. These are the Bengals.
I mean, I'm going with the Bengals this week. I just do not trust Buffalo at all. I think they, like last week, showed me a lot. Like, it is tough to play. But, man, like no playmakers on defense, man. That's tough. That is tough. And I like Burrow better than Allen. I think Burrow's a smarter quarterback than Allen. I think Allen takes a lot of risks that he doesn't need to take. And also, like the Bengals running game. It's a little bit underrated. But I think that the Bills don't have anybody to stop the running game. So I like the Bengals.
You think it's a Joe Mixon game? Think it's a Joe
game?
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a Joe Mixon game. I just can't see the Bills winning. It'll be really, really tough for them to overcome Burrow. I don't think they have a defensive playmaker that's going to get. I don't think they have anybody that can get a stop when it counts. And I think that's going to be the difference in the game.
You got,
and overall, I like the weapons that Joe Burrow has at his disposal versus Josh Allen's guys.
So I do not like the fact that y'all are losing so many guys on that offensive line.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that.
Right before a playoff game. This has the Chiefs losing all those guys on the offensive line right before they face the Bucs.
I forgot about that.
And I know Buffalo might not have the pass rush, but that's just
that's tough.
That is tough. Like going the first 15 games with that line, and then now like in a must-win crucial game, and the emotions gonna be high. Like this is the game we all wanted to see 2 weeks ago, and then tragedy. I'm 100% positive DeMar's gonna be on the sidelines or something. Like he's gonna be somewhere. Like
sure.
He's gonna rally them good. Like this is a bad matchup right now because we got to make picks. I'm going to say Buffalo because I'm not sure of your offensive line. If your line was healthy, bro, I'll be like, Bengals easy. But
that was your Super Bowl pick too. You got to go with Buffalo. I just didn't want to say it. Remember the beginning of the season?
Yeah,
you remember? I was about to say you can't go against your pick.
I can't.
I forgot that you guys just lost the O-lineman. I forgot about that today.
But listen. All right. O-lineman aside, bro. I get it. We lost O-lineman.
Before you go, they're saying Jonah Williams has dislocated kneecap.
That's fine. I'm gonna just tell you what, bro. Look, Jonah Williams was not an all-pro tackle. Like he was giving it up too, bro. Listen, this is all right. I can give you that. But what did we watch last year in the playoffs, bro? Our line was worse than the line we got now, even with these replacements. Okay, so let me just break this down. The 3 guys that are replacing on the offensive line, right? Because I know my team. They all played last year. So the experience, even though they were super trash, it's there. Except for our right guard. He's some new guy. But the dudes that's playing tackle were playing guards last year that were supposed to be playing tackle. So I think they're in their natural position. But it's fine. Like I said, I understand the line, bro. Listen, Hamlin, that injury, scary. I get it. He could be on the sideline, give them a juice. But like I told you when we was about to play them a couple weeks ago, bro, we was about to kick their ass. I don't know if y'all really see. The Bengals was like they are here. And I think they pissed off about the fact that everybody keeps putting that it's supposed to be Buffalo and Kansas City and they're gonna play in some neutral site. Nah, that's not about to happen. No, I'm letting you know right now. We got past our biggest hurdle in the playoffs playing Baltimore. Joe Burrow throws 4 touchdowns next year. That's how I'm coming.
Wow.
I think Joe Burrow, like y'all don't understand, man. Joe Burrow different, bro. He's different. I think. Seriously, and my defense. You're going to see my defense, and I know I'm talking as a fan, but the one thing
really?
about defense, bro, they always make plays, bro. Like I know it's the football guys, but they always make plays, bro. They always make plays, bro. Hey, bro.
I mean, listen, I
make a play, bro. Like Brennan,
I like the Bengals. I don't like them that much, but I like the Bengals.
Look, Chris, I swear, I'm walking around the house. I'm like, yo, we about to make a play. We about to make a play. All I see is, oh, we out, bro. I'm telling you, they always make plays. Buffalo.
I mean, listen,
good,
that's
bro.
what it comes down to, man.
But look,
it comes down to
saying,
playmakers. And I think, like the other day, I think the Bengals have more playmakers than the Bills do right now.
And they don't have it, bro. Tre'Davious White, he's not guarding Jamar, bro. He is not guarding.
Well, you guys also like it's you know they got. Is there safety coming back? Do we know yet? What's the guy's
Micah
name?
Hyde?
Yeah.
I don't. If he do,
right.
He hasn't played, bro. Like.
Yeah, I mean them losing Von Miller, man, changed the whole complexity of the whole complexity of their defense.
It's either going to be a shootout or it's going to be a blowout. But I don't see them stopping us. I
I agree with that.
It's either Josh Allen going to have to put up points because Joe Burrow's putting up points. He's going to put up points.
But I'm saying,
can Stephon Diggs torch your secondary like that?
Yeah, he definitely will. I'm not going to lie. My corners are the weakest points. Eli Apple, you know what I mean? But like I said, when it comes to Eli's been solid, bro. But it's just the simple fact that Eli has his bad reputation. So once he makes one bad play, oh, there go Eli. You feel me? But Eli, like, he's been solid the whole season. My other corner, he's a rookie. He's a great tackler, but he be giving it up too. He gives it up too. But rookie. Mike Hilton, the little Mike Hilton, blitzing on that corner, he be doing his thing, bro. Like I said, Stephon, he gonna get his. Gabe Davis, you're gonna see Josh Allen throw it 60 yards. They're gonna get those plays, but when it comes down to like inside them 20s, my defense comes to play. You get me? They're gonna come to play.
But Rich, I just think that with so many backups gonna have to, step up big for your offensive line. I just think that's like a recipe for like a maybe not so good D-line to go, you know what? We feasting today.
We watched Joe Burrow get 9 times.
Yeah, yes, we did.
Tennessee, and still pull that out, bro. That made
that's a good point.
Like, but I'm saying this is a way better offense than that Tennessee offense.
That's the thing too. Yeah, that's true.
But you're saying offense. They don't have Tennessee's defense. They don't have the Ravens' defense. They don't.
True, like you said, it's gonna be a shootout, bro.
The only teams that really scare
What's
me.
the spread?
Only team is the Bengals is a +4. The Bengals are the underdog. So that's a big that's a juicy money line to me.
That really is.
The Eagles, I tell you what, if we go up against the Eagles, I'm scared about the Eagles because of the D-line. Then you could give me that argument. You put that D-line versus them linemen, I don't give Joe Burrow no chance. The Niners. But if you talk to me about the Bills D-line, Kansas City D-line, anybody else, I'm not worried, bro. Because Joe Burrow, the thing about Joe Burrow is he's, like you said, he's the closest to Tom Brady because what he does, and he did it against the Ravens, he has like 3 plays in his head that he knows he got a bad line. He's going to make the right read. He gets that ball off quick. So he don't even focus on that line, bro. Like he's going to get it done. I'm not worried about that. But it's all right because I know I'm talking as a passionate fan. But I'm not worried about the Bills, bro. Just be honest with you.
Nah, listen, I don't blame you, man. I mean, outside of the emotion, you throw in that emotion factor. I mean, Hamlin's definitely going to be there this week for sure, bro.
Yeah.
100%. So, but I mean, that could be a good and a bad thing, though. Like too much emotion in an already emotional playoff game. Like, I think that they got their emotion out when he had this 3 kick returns or whatever the crazy madness was at the end of the season when Naeem Hines, who they picked up off the street, just took 2 back to the house. But, listen, I feel like the Bengals, Bengals KC is my prediction for the final.
All right, so I like that prediction. So your prediction is Kansas City, Buffalo.
Kansas City, Buffalo, and Atlanta.
What's that NFC? Do a winner whoever comes out of this game even matter against San Fran or no?
Out of this game, nah, dude. I mean, San Fran's gonna stomp both of these teams.
Yeah.
Like right in, because listen, obviously there's Brady, but he doesn't have the team around him that he did than when they ran it back, and when they won. And then you got Dak. That's the Cowboys. Like, do you really trust the Cowboys against a superior coaching team and a superior defense? No one trusts Dak. So it's like, the Niners got a cakewalk, in my opinion. Like, yeah, obviously you got to play, but like either one of these teams, right? Unless they're like, what do we got? 5 weeks of tape now. Unless Purdy does something like just undisciplined and has like a couple of wild turnovers.
He's 7-0.
And listen, you playing with like house money. You got a great defense. You got two good receivers. You got Christian McCaffrey, who doesn't even need the ball. Great O-line.
Don't forget Kittle.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Kittle.
So, I just can't see either one of these teams right now. I think the only team, honestly, and I'm not even being biased, the only team that really matches up the Niners are the Eagles.
Yeah.
That's really the only team that really matches up with them. And we'll see, man. Jalen Hurts really got to see, can you make these throws when it counts? That's what we're going to see. Because they're going to bring the pressure hard. Giants are bringing a lot of pressure.
Oh, yeah.
And there's 3 weeks of film on Jalen now. So we'll see. It'll be fun, but I would love to see. My prediction early on was Eagles-Niners. I made that back. I said, I think the Eagles, they handle business. We should play the Niners in the final to get to the Super Bowl. Because Niners are so tough, man. And they've been there like almost every year, man.
Oh yeah. You kind of forget, like they were supposed to play the Bengals last year, so
right. They were one blown coverage away.
Rams sold their soul for that. I'm gonna tell you what, the Rams sold their soul for that Super Bowl. I don't care what anybody say.
Hey, so they got a Super Bowl.
That Super Bowl.
All right, yeah, they're gonna have a tough time to rebuild. So
What you got? You got anything, Brendan? Got any last words, man? What you got to say, man?
Listen, man. Last words. I'm being like, listen. The NFL playoffs is like, it's nothing like it, man. It's just like we had a really good week, and I feel like it's just gonna continue. I feel like next week is just gonna be even crazier, just because it's just like. We're starting to get the matches we've been fiending for. We're gonna get that Bills Bengals, and that Giants Eagles is very just like it can literally tilt the entire not only just like the NFC side, but like on the opposite side, because it's just like I don't know, man. It's just like it feels like when the Giants don't make the playoffs, when they make the playoffs, they go on Super Bowl run. So it's just like. Could this be one of them years? And if so, Danny,
is that the upset prediction? Any upset?
Yeah, I was about to say is that the only game that's because I guess the Bengals.
That's definitely the closest game.
+4, but would it be an upset if the Bengals beat the Bills?
See, that's the thing. I don't call it an upset.
Yeah, it's an upset if the Giants beat the Eagles or
agree.
If Tampa gets in there, I feel like if Tampa beats the Cowboys, I don't think people would think it's an upset if they beat the Niners.
Nah, dude, that would be even more massive upset than the Niners, than the Cowboys. Like the Cowboys on paper are a way better team than the Bucs. Way better. Like on paper, they got defense, they got an O-line. Yeah, but they got Mike McCarthy and Dak. That's the problem. Like but like you said, like Brennan said, if it comes down to 2 minutes and Brady's got the ball, still putting my money on Brady over McCarthy in situations anyway. Like that's
Yeah, it's
like just Dak is just garbage, man. He's just average. He's Kirk Cousins. He's black Kirk Cousins.
Hey man, listen. Before we go, man, how we feeling about this NBA season, real quick, man? What's your quick thoughts on the NBA season, you NBA heads?
Still a lot of basketball left to be played, man. I feel like once the Super Bowl gets out of the way, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of trades. It's still anybody can win it this year. It's like nobody's like scary. Nobody's like a world beater. Nobody's like, oh, you don't want to face them. I just feel like, heck, listen, I'm a Laker fan. If Anthony Davis can just give us more than like 2-3 months.
Stop it right now.
I'm a LeBron. I done gave it up, bro.
Stop. The only thing the Lakers got going on. The only thing the Lakers got going is LeBron's going to break a record, and people are going to think he's a GOAT because he broke a record, but he's still not. That's the only thing the Lakers got going on.
I'll get this man started. We can go on another 3 hours. what thoughts you got?
I mean, the Celtics to me are head and shoulders above everybody else. Like, they're just talent, and they lost their coach. This guy just stepped in. They haven't missed a beat. The difference is with the Celtics this year, Tatum and Jaylen Brown are here, man. Like, Tatum was up here offensively, and Brown was here defensively. Now Tatum is here defensively. Brown's here offensively. Like, they're just tough, man. And they got a bitter taste in their mouth. Marcus Smart's one of the most underrated point guards out there. And it's 6 years. 6 years they've been together. This is when it happens for great players. So we'll see. But I like them out east. I just think it's them and everybody else. Everybody else is a toss-up. Nobody, like the Nets. I know Rich is a Ben Simmons guy. Those guys are getting bounced in the second round easily.
Hey, at least you said second round this time. You said
because anything can happen
first round last week.
Because last week, it depends. If they go and play the Celtics again, it's another broom job.
Yeah.
But out west, I like Memphis.
You think they're ready?
I don't know if they're ready. They don't have a vet. I think they need a vet. I think that Jay Crowder should go back over there and get those guys in line. Like, they need a vet bad. Their vet is shit. They don't even really have. Their vet is like like Triple J. Might be one of the oldest guys on the team is Bane. He's 24. He's still young to the league. They need like a couple of vets, but I think they're the only team that's separated in the West. Them and Denver. Denver is super tough. I don't know how they're going to do in the playoffs, but Aaron Gordon is playing great. And Jokic is about to get a third MVP. Like, you can't even deny it now.
It's crazy.
Like, it's crazy. Yo, for the next show, we should talk about the top 5 NBA players and 3 of them not being American.
Oh,
we could get into that. All right, fellas, though. It's been real. This is Tokyo.
Yeah, man. This is good.
All right. Back on next week. Do your thing.
All right, fellas. Later, man. Take care.
Later,
Brennan. Good to meet you, man.